Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Hope you guys had a lovely weekend. I don't know what you got up to for the solstice. I actually made it up to Glastonbury tour, which I've never been to before. Probably breaking a few rules. I'm not even sure really. I'm sort of aware of what the rules are, but it was my first time kind of out of my little bubble. My first time kind of back out in the world, and yeah, it's kind of a weird time right now. I mean, new moon, it's sort of almost prophetic really. We had the new moon, we had the solstice, we had the eclipse, all on the same weekend, so it was kind of mad energetically, and it's all coinciding with this slightly, you know, we're lifting, we're coming out of lockdown and sort of going back to normal life, whatever the hell normal life is. And yeah, it just kind of brought up a few things for me, which I thought I would share with you. I mean, in this period of time when we're all starting to make our way back into the world, I think it's just, you know, there's a few people who are experiencing, you know, a bit of anxiety, a bit of trepidation, and I just wondered how you guys are coping with it. I have quite enjoyed the solitude, if I'm honest. And this going back to people, to crowds, I was a bit nervous to go back, really. It was weird. I was up at Glastonbury tour, and that was probably the most amount of people I've seen in a very long time. I don't live in a big city. I live in Totnes, which is really small. And I was just reminded of a quote, which I will read to you now, which is, in our rush to return to normal, hi Zamina, in our rush to return to normal, let's consider which parts of normal are worth rushing back to. And it just made me think about how important something like a meditation practice or a self-care practice is, because what it allows us is this ability to give us a space, or to cultivate an awareness within. You know, in a situation where maybe we feel like situations or scenarios are slightly out of our control, you know, the practice of meditation always gives you that sanctuary of yourself as your temple. And with it being the new moon as well, it's if you're new to meditation, then the new moon is a really good time to start a new practice, or to begin something new. So yeah, it just felt like, for me, as we transition out of lockdown back into the world, it's paying attention to what maybe is going on in your gut, maybe telling you which parts of normal you want to go back to, and actually which parts of normal you are happy to leave to one side and to evolve and grow, and to utilize the practice of meditation or mindfulness, or just something just for us to anchor into ourselves. Because I realised that for great change to happen, you know, a lot of personal awakenings need to happen within each and every one of us, so that collectively real change and sustainable change can happen. So yeah, it was a peculiar weekend, but as always, you know, there's lots of lessons to learn, and just leaning into you know, which parts of normal we would like to go back to, and just really sensing what's nourishing us, what's good for us. I mean, I'm starting to schedule things and starting to go back out into the world and see people I haven't seen, and you know, there's almost hugging going on. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to reiterate this principle of just being really mindful of what it is that you need in your life, what nourishes you, and the practice of meditation can help you. Hi, Aaron. The practice of meditation can assist you and help you with going inside. And what the meditation we're going to do today is a mantra-based meditation. So mantra, or Vedic meditation, is centuries old. And what we use is a mantra. So the word mantra, so man means mind and tra means vehicle. So when you work with a mantra, you are literally giving your mind a vehicle with which to go from activity into stillness. And this affords us the opportunity to cultivate, or to revisit that stillness within us, and to tune into that inner voice that allows us to really sense what's going on in our bodies. Because I think the other thing I've noticed is that without other people around, we've all kind of gone into our thinking zone, And as we start to emerge out, maybe there's this sense of feeling how we want to be in the world. And again, just going into stillness affords us this opportunity to feel what our soul needs and what we need in order to nourish our bodies. So we're going to work with a mantra today. The mantra is So Hum, and it's associated to the breath. The mantra So Hum is the mantra for breath. And it's a really simple, straightforward mantra meditation that you can do if you're new to meditation. And I will give you full instructions in that. But yes, as I say, the mantra gives your mind, especially if you're new, your monkey mind, which often people are like, oh my God, I can't shut my mind up. A mantra doesn't really mean anything in and of itself, and it's just a way to give your mind something else to focus on so that you can move from activity, which is your brain, just going crazy, into stillness. And the more you move into stillness, you start to move into the space that is in between your thoughts. And in between your thoughts is where there's just an infinite amount of possibilities, in between each thought. You could go in any single direction. And the more you start to visit this stillness or this space in between your thoughts, the more you start to cultivate sort of more higher states of consciousness aspects. So things like compassion, peace, joy, and you start to bring them into your everyday life. So that's the grander vision of meditation in general. But today I wanted to share with you just a really simple, beautiful breathwork meditation with a mantra. So with that in mind, if we can make a start, so if I can invite you to just find a nice comfortable seated position. So as I always say, this doesn't necessarily mean you have to be sat in lotus position, perfectly straight. You just need to be comfortable. That's the main thing. So if you need to support your back, that's absolutely fine. I just suggest that your back is straight and that your head is free. You're not sort of just resting your head back, and that's just so that you're in more of a mindful, engaged position. But ultimately you want to be comfortable, so just sitting in a nice comfortable seated position. And just when you're ready to, I just want you to just gently close your eyes and just start to settle in, just start to come into this meditation position and just receive yourself in this space as you take a nice deep breath in through the nose and let it out through the mouth with a sigh. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose and let it out through the mouth with a sigh. And one more just like that, deep breath in through the nose and letting it out with a sigh. Beautiful. And just taking a moment to receive yourself in this space, however you're arriving. Maybe you're still feeling slightly sluggish from your night's rest, or maybe you're excited for the day ahead. Maybe your body feels energized, or perhaps it feels weary. Just tune in to your body right now. Just get a feel, get a sense for how it's feeling in this moment. And if you feel any areas of aches or pains, any stiffness, I invite you to just take your attention to that space, to that place in your body. And I want you to just feel around that pain or discomfort just for a moment. Just take your awareness there and just think to yourself, is this pain throbbing? Or is it a dull ache? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it moving or is it static? Just breathe into it and just get a sense, a visceral sense of what that sensation that you have labelled as pain or discomfort. Just get a sense for what this is. This is purely to train the mind just to tune into sensations, recognizing that these are simply that, a collection of sensations that are momentarily labeled as pain or discomfort. Maybe it's just stiffness in the neck. Wherever it is, just tune into it and just breathe into that space. And now we're going to ask a series of soul questions. These soul questions are designed to stimulate our prefrontal cortex as we start to tune into our soul's resonance. So simply repeating these questions in your mind as I say them, and paying attention to whatever comes up. You might feel sensations or colours or maybe specific thoughts. You may also experience nothing at all, and that's totally fine as well. Just allow whatever comes up to come up, with no expectation, no attachments. So the first question is, who am I? Who am I? And the second question is, what do I want? Like, what do I really want? And again, no expectation, no attachment to any specific answer. Just allow whatever comes up to come up. And if nothing comes up, that's totally perfect as well. And then the third question we ask is, what is my purpose? In Sanskrit we call this dharma. Like, what is my purpose? Why am I here? And lastly, we ask, what am I grateful for? Just simply by asking the question, we change our biology. What am I grateful for? Amazing. And now just letting go of those answers, just releasing them out to the universe, and just let the universe take care of everything else. We're now going to introduce our mantra for today. So I want you to just start repeating mentally in your mind the mantra so hum. So hum. And this is the mantra connected to our breath. It literally means I am that. You can say the word so on the inhale and hum on the exhale. So on the inhale and hum on the exhale. Just start repeating that gently and effortlessly in your mind. Almost imagine like you're listening to the mantra. Just gently and effortlessly. Using it to follow your breath. So on the inhale. And hum on the exhale. We'll take some beautiful silent minutes together, and if you find that your attention is maybe drifting to thoughts, emotions or sounds and sensations, just things that are happening in your environment, just know that is totally normal, and just smile, be happy that you're noticed, and just gently and effortlessly just bring your attention back to the mantra. So back to so on the inhale and hum on the exhale. And I'll keep an eye on the time, and I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Keeping your eyes closed, just releasing the mantra, just breathing normally, just resting for a moment in existence, just resting in awareness, just resting in being. In this place of pure awareness, we'll plant some seeds of intentions together, some intentions for higher states of consciousness into this freshly cultivated space of pure awareness, pure being. So just repeating mentally, joyful, energetic body. Joyful, energetic body. A loving, compassionate heart. A loving and compassionate heart. An alert, reflective mind. An alert, reflective mind. And a lightness of being. A lightness of being. Just bringing your attention back into your body, maybe noticing any changes, any resonances, any buzzing, maybe just feelings and sensations in your body. Just start to bring your awareness back into your body. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And taking your arms out to the side, reaching it up and overhead, bringing your right palm to meet your left and bringing it down through your center line, coming to rest at your heart space as we seal our practice together. Just taking a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose as you bow in gratitude to yourself, you, the one that brought you here, the one to do this work, the one that is connected to all that is, Aham Brahmasmi. And when you feel ready to, just gently float your eyes open to come back into this space and time together. Namaste. So thank you guys for joining me for this practice today. It was a real honour to share that with you. That's one of my favourite meditations. And something I just encourage you to do before you go back to or start your day is just to maybe grab a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil and just take a few moments to maybe write down any thoughts, anything that perhaps came to you during that meditation. It's a good practice to do with any mindfulness or meditation work when you visited that place of stillness. You're welcome, Kaz. When you visit that place of stillness, you bring a little bit back, a little bit of insight. So just before you start texting or going about your day, just take a few moments just to write down any thoughts. And by manifesting what's on the inside out, you start to bring that more out in you. So as you cultivate that practice, you start to just manifest more. So I love you. Start to go back to your lives and come out of lockdown really gently. And I look forward to catching up with you again on Thursday. So namaste.